All right, David from Classic Automotive again. Today we're doing things a little bit differently. It's been over 100 in the shop for 3 to 4 weeks straight now, which is very abnormal for North Carolina. So I have decided to come inside for today's project, and hopefully we get something accomplished. But I just want to share with you the assembly of our next gadget that we want to try on the Element, a C6 outdoor rooftop tent. Stay tuned. So I'm in the house because it's so hot outside. I've got, well, this is Dr. Pepper. It's nothing special. And I also, though, have my laptop here because the instructions for the Rev platform and the RevTent and the Rev rooftop tent, the whole setup, they're all online. So when I open these boxes, I don't expect to find any instructions, but I do expect to find tools and parts just as the instructions say. But the instructions are all online. They say paper that way, and I'm completely fine with that. So with all of that, I'm gonna probably put some Star Trek on over here while you're not listening to me talk, because I'm gonna speed this up. And then when it's time to talk, I'll pause that so you guys don't have to listen to Captain Kirk. Unless you love Captain Kirk, then by all means listen to Captain Kirk. But we're gonna get this open and get started. The first thing on the list, it says find our wristband, put it on. Approximate assembly for this, which is the Rev Platform X, is 2 hours. So we've got our stopwatch started now for 2 hours, but it says warning, you got to put on your wristband first. So I guess I need to locate said wristband. So I did want to show you this cool little thing right here. It says start here. I like that. Meet your new Rev platform built by you, built for happy camping. RevTent, be fun. Oh, there's a spider from the shop. We'll kill that. Sorry, little spider man. Okay, I don't do well with spiders. Sorry. But C6 Outdoor. This is the RevTent, Rev rooftop tent's what we're putting together. But yeah, I like that. Start here. I enjoy things that press the easy button for me. So I have a love-hate relationship with technology sometimes, because I had this beautiful A-reel, which was the unboxing of everything in this box that says start here. And in process, for whatever reason, my phone said, oh, we're not going to record right now. When you open it, you find a series of lots of things. We're going to set this to the side. It's going to fall down again. But it is literally filled with all of this hardware. And it's all divided out and separated for you. And we're just going to look at that right quick. They're all lettered. So I'm going to separate these out momentarily. They're all lettered to tell you what you have. But the first thing that the instructions say that you must do, and this was on the 8th clip and we missed it. The very first thing is, you reach inside and find your sweatband. You put it on, and then you're ready to go. Then you find some neat swag. All right, got a sticker in there, found that. If you're wondering if my wife knows that I'm doing this, yeah, I didn't tell her that I was gonna do it inside because it's so hot outside, but she's at work, so I'll have all of this cleaned up before she gets back. I probably also referenced, maybe in the A-reel or maybe in the beginning, that I'm probably going to put Star Trek on or something. I'm going to put something on TV while I'm doing this so that it's not just monotony, and I'll fast forward the assembly of this. But then I thought, well, that could spark a debate. Is it Star Wars or Star Trek? And so if you're wondering, and so there's no debate, it truly is, it is both if you recognize that symbol, or perhaps you recognize that symbol. I had a friend make this tumbler for me to carry my Dr. Pepper in. Anyway, we're gonna get at assembling this. The first thing it says to do, put on the sweatband and then lay it all out on the ground. So that's where we're gonna go right now. We're gonna lay it out on the ground. The next step is to put the corners together. For that, we need A, B, and C. So here it is assembled. So for each corner in this process, part of the process, we need 4 screws out of the A. We need the A, B, C. So we got 4 A slider nuts, 4 B of the hex bolts, and then 4 of the washers in bag C. And we're going to go to each corner and line them up and do the same thing. And you've got a slot right here and a slot right down there where you can slide in these slide nuts. So we're going to get a little closer as we do this for this corner. Got a little more light on the subject now. I forget we have dimmable lights in here, so I turn them on and up. So here we go. Also, make sure that you get organized before you start. Organize them out so you can see what you've got, so then when you get to work, you can work efficiently. All right, so now we're going to do these corners. We flipped them over so that this is actually the up position now. So we flip these things over. We're going to put these corner plates on all the corners now. And this is why, if you see these instructions here, these holes may not be perfectly aligned. This is the reason you haven't fully tightened every corner yet, because you may have to adjust. So if you're doing this, that's the reason we haven't really tightened anything, because in order for these corners to move, none of it can actually be tight. We'll get to that step in a little bit. Now for more Star Trek, this episode is the introduction of Khan and more assembly. Took a lunch break and forgot to turn the camera back on. So I went through and tightened all the bolts on both frames as the instructions say, and now we're installing the rails that will mount it to the rack. And they pretty much want you to run them on the outside tracks if you can. We have the width to do that with ours, so we're going to run it that way. Takes hardware bag F, and we're just going to line them up and do it up right quick. It doesn't take a whole lot to do this. So I didn't realize that my phone had died. So we ended up putting the crossbars on. Actually, we've got several things on here. Let's get those loose. Yeah, the hinges on, crossbars mated. Those are the pieces that mount to the rack. And then we put these latches in. So this comes down. And it was still the slide tracks like before. This is all very similar to things we'd already done. And then that's gonna latch once they're adjusted. We're not adjusted right yet. All right, so again, we had some phone battery issues. So I went ahead, we installed these clasps. So it's the same way. You have the slide in links here. You go right to the middle here, slide them in, put the screw in here. On the other side, you have two, and there's pictures in the instructions that kind of show you where to locate this stopper here. There's one on each side. There's a clasp like this on each side. And the adjustment is super simple. Just right here with this threaded rod, you adjust it till it's tight, pulls tension on this. Same down here for this, it's identical. We got two screws here with the slide ins, and they slide in right here. You just slide them in, slide it down there, just like we did all the other pieces. Put the latch here. Then comes the ladder. So again, we put the slide pieces in the center, slide them over, and we attach the ladder hook here. And this is cool because it actually has a pull here and then a quarter turn, and it will stay. I think that's a pretty rad thing to have in there, that I can turn it and get it to stay if I'm doing this by myself, because I will be doing this by myself quite often. And then we turn it to line it back up, line the ladder back up, and it pops right in. I'm just doing it one-handed, so it's tough. These ladder hinge pins here, they were in a little bag. Pull those out, popped them in the ladder. You just got push that in, and it releases this piece. There's a ball in here, and it just releases that quick connect. Out is locked, in is unlocked. So that's locked right there. Same on this side. Then you just line these up with a picture, and so that this ladder is centered on the rack, and then it actually folds away from these latches, so that when we put it on the car, it's going to be accurate. Then you got a collapsible ladder. It has Velcro here to help. Now, you probably wonder, well, where is my wristband? Well, I allowed my helper, Luke, say hey, Luke.
Hey.
He's wearing the wristband because he was helping. So the very last part of the instructions say, now you have completed the roof rack, so you can take off your wristband and take a break, which I think is a great thing. So Luke, let's take the wristband off, hand it over, and we're gonna take a break. Good job.
Give a big thumbs up and also smash the subscribe button. and